I want to give you the chance I give everybody. If you could give us an overview of your hobby history, what would that look like?
Well, let me give it you're the basketball guy, so let me give it in a basketball context. My dad had been a collector when he was a kid. He had Sport Kings. So
Okay.
he had Joe Lapchick, but he had Babe Ruth Gaudies. He had Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams play balls. So that was a real blessing. That made me aware that collecting was a thing, that there was more than just the cards at the grocery store, at the neighborhood store of the packs. So I got my first penny pack in '56 with Spook Jacobs. I've talked about that. And then I didn't collect a whole lot in '56 or '57. I'm first or second grade. So, Kyle, I missed the Topps basketball. I don't remember seeing those. Okay. However, I'm still a collector in '61, '62. I did have Fleer. I bought packs of those. I wouldn't have, but my family wasn't poor, but I don't ever remember buying more than a couple of packs. I don't ever remember I never bought a box of cards. I'd buy a pack or two. And so, the '61, '62 Fleers, if you bought a box, you'd have more than one set. Mm-hmm. So, I did have a set of those, and I've since traded that off, which was a bad decision. But I thought, what do I need these basketball cards for? I love baseball. Baseball was the challenging set to complete with, so many more cards. And I played more basketball growing up after a while than baseball. So basketball was always a participant. It just keeps you in shape. It's hard to, you sweat a lot more in basketball. So I had a lot of fun with basketball. You fast forward, I did the first annual price guide book was in '79. I'd done these price surveys, but then shortly after that, I started doing football and basketball cards too on an annual basis. Then in '84 was the baseball card magazine that was monthly. And it wasn't until '89 and '90 that '90, I think, that the basketball magazine came out. And that was a big success immediately. Michael Jordan on the cover, but baseball had already taken off, football had taken off, basketball was taking off. Nothing compared to what it is now, but and that was so much fun. It was so much fun for basketball to have its own magazine. As some of your listeners know, I really had to put my collecting on the back seat when I started doing these monthly magazines. So we had a pretty big time conflict of interest stuff. And so I couldn't really collect for a few decades. But then after I sold the company and let the smoke clear, now I can go to the National and pick up cards. So to answer your question, I started out as a collector, and then I was a dealer, and then I was an author and a publisher, and like you say, probably an educator to some degree. And now I'm back to being more of a collector, not really much of a dealer. I sell a few things on ComC, but I'm a little bit on eBay, but I'm not trying to go big time. I'm trying to get back to enjoying my hobby roots, and I'm really having a great time with it. And the podcast has been part of that as well. So thanks for asking the question, and thanks for having me on.